So contracts, these can be bought by players, and then you complete them for either experience points or Call of Duty points, which, as you know, is the currency for this game. Contracts work very similarly to challenges from the previous Call of Duty titles, but they're separate. You do actually have challenges and contracts. So some of the challenges, I'm just scrolling through this big challenges list. And remember, challenges are still in the game. They're a bit different to contracts. You still get your trophies and your Xbox achievements for doing this stuff. And looking through it, most of it's obviously in the single player. Some of them include destroy all slingshot targets in 3 attempts. Escape Vorkata. There's use a single round to bring down Castro. Ensure your squad safely escapes from Cuba. Use the Grim Reaper, which is that crazy machine gun. So moving on to the weapons, we start off with the assault rifles. In the primary category, we got the AK-47, we got the AUG, we got the Commando, which is actually the name of the gun. We got the Enfield, the FAMAS, the FN FAL, and this is a classified weapon which you only get once you unlock each of the other weapons, which is the G11. We also got the Galil, we got the M14, and we got the M16. Moving on to the LMGs, we got the HK21, the M60, and the RPK, and also we got the Death Machine, which is only available through a care package. It's basically a minigun. Moving on to shotguns, we've got the Ithaca, we got the Olympia, and we got the Spaz, and also we got the HS-10, which is the classified weapon, which you only get once you unlock each of the other weapons. Moving on to SMGs, we start off with the AK-74U, then the PM63, we got the Mac-11, we got the Uzi, which kind of looks like it, we got the Spectre, the MP5K, the Scorpion, and we finish off with the MPL. And sniper rifles, so the Dragunov has returned. We also got the L96A1, we got the WA2000, and we also have the PSG1, which is the classified one, which you only get once you unlock everything else. So second weapons, and we start off with the pistols. We got the ASP, we got the CZ75, we got the M1911, and we got the Makarov, and we finish off with the Python revolver. Moving on to the launchers, we got the M72 Law, we got the RPG returning, we got the Strela 3, we got China Lake, which is the Thumper, and the Grim Reaper, which is can only be obtained from a care package. But it's also available in the wager matches. It can fire multiple rockets without reloading and can also lock onto enemy aircraft. And finally, the special weapons, we got the ballistic knife, which is an automatic knife with a detachable blade that you can shoot from the handle. It's a one-hit kill if it hits. And it can also be picked up, loaded back into the handle and used again. And then we got the crossbow. It can fire different types of bolts. Normal bolts are silent and kill with one shot, but you got the explosive bolt on the other hand, which sticks to your target for a few seconds before exploding. Moving on to equipment, we got the classic frag grenade, we've got the Semtex, and we got the Tomahawk. The frag's unlocked by default, but the Semtex and the Tomahawk need 1,000 card points. So now just the regular equipment, we got the camera spike, which allows you to see everything in front of the camera. Once deployed, your radar is replaced with the camera's live feed. It can be moved around even after it's placed, and it's unlocked at 2,000 card points. You got C4. The tactical insertion has returned, and as you know, it allows you to spawn next to the tactical insertion after it's placed on the ground. And it can be destroyed by an enemy. You got the jammer, which you deploy this to scramble an enemy radar near the jammer. It's like a scrambler. You got a motion sensor, and it shows enemies that are within its radius. It's extremely useful if you don't have a spy plane or a blackbird in the air. And you also have claymores. The tactical equipment, we start off with the Willy Pete, which stands for white phosphorus. It creates a smoke screen that damages players who get too close to it. We got the Nova Gas. You get 2 grenades. This slows down players. It blurs their vision and it causes damage over time. We got the Flashbang. You also get 2 grenades. It blinds and deafens players for a short period of time. It also stuns equipment and turrets. You got the concussion grenade, which you also get 2 grenades for, and it greatly slows down players and also disorientates them. And it can also stun equipment and turrets. And we finish off with the decoy. You get 2 decoys, and that basically simulate gunfire and red dots on the radar. And now we come to some of the camos on the different weapons. We got Dusty, Ice, Red, Olive, Nevada, Sahara, ERDL, Tiger, Berlin, Warsaw, Siberia, Yukon, Woodland, Flora, and Gold. And this is unlocked at Prestige level 14. I'm not sure how much it costs that, but there's going to be 16 different types of camo at launch, which will probably be updated with different updates, I guess, and map packs, probably bonuses, stuff like that. So moving on to perks. On slot 1 or tier 1, these are all going to be a nice aqua bluey color. And we start off with lightweight. The standard version lets you move faster, and the pro version lets you aim faster down your sights after sprinting. Scavenger, the standard version lets you resupply from dead bodies by picking up those blue bags, and the pro version gives you 2,000 extra magazines when you start. Ghost lets you become undetectable by spy planes and blackbirds, and the pro version eliminates the red crosshair an enemy sees when they aim over you. Hardline Pro and Hardline, you get kill streaks, 1 kill early, and for the pro version you get a second shot in the care package. Flak Jacket, the standard version lets you have extra explosive resistance, and the pro version gives you extra fire resistance. Moving on to slot 2 or tier 2, we got Hardened. A standard is basically FMJ for bullets. Pro version, I'm not really sure right now. Scout, the standard version lets you hold your breath longer, and the pro version gives you less sway on sniper rifles. And we got Steady Aim, extra hip accuracy, and not sure what the pro version does right now. And we have Sleight of Hand. The standard version gives you faster reloading, and the pro version lets you aim down the sights faster, but it doesn't work on sniper rifles. And we have Warlord. Standard version gives you 2 attachments on your primary weapon, and the pro version gives you 2 attachments on your secondary weapon. Right, finally, tier 3. We start off with Marathon, which lets you sprint longer, and the pro version gives you no falling damage. Then Ninja, standard version gives you less noise when you move, and the pro version doesn't let you show up on motion sensors or those spy cameras. Then we have Second Chance, lets you pull out your pistol before dying, and the pro version lets you use equipment in Second Chance like grenades. Then we have Hacker, standard version lets you detect enemy equipment and explosives, and the pro version lets you hijack enemy equipment and booby trap care packages. And then Tactical Mask reduces the effect of flash and stun grenades, and the pro version is night vision goggles. And now the kill streaks. At number 3 we got the U2 spy plane. It reveals enemies as a red dot on the minimap, but it can be shot down by enemy players or a SAM turret. The map is refreshed every 3 to 4 seconds, and anyone using the ghost perk won't show up on the radar. A spy plane is one of the 3 kill streaks to be unlocked from the start, the other 2 being the care package and the attack helicopter. Also at number 3 we have the RCXD. It's essentially a remote control car rigged with an explosive charge. It's unlocked after a 3 kill streak. When deployed, the player remains stationary and the HUD disappears. The HUD is all your information on the screen, such as the minimap, how much ammo you have left. While piloting the RCXD, your HUD disappears, much like how the player remains stationary while guiding a Predator missile, AC-130, or chopper gunner in Modern Warfare 2. The explosive charge, it carries a 30-second time limit, so you can't just drive it around forever. It's unlocked at 1,200 COD points. And number 4 we have the counter spy plane. It's a 4 kill streak, and its effect is the same as the counter UAV from Modern Warfare 2. It's unlocked at 1,600 COD points. Also at number 4 we have the SAM turret, or the surface to air missile. It can shoot down all enemy airborne kill streaks with the exception of the Blackbird and the airstrike class kill streaks such as Napalm Strike, Mortar Team, and Rolling Thunder. Like the Shiny Gun, this kill streak must be called in by an airdrop before placing it. It's unlocked at 1,600 COD points. At number 5, the care package has moved up 1 place, and it's available to the player from the start along with the spy plane and the attack helicopter. Care packages will be delivered by a CH-46 Sea Knight. It now gives the user high-powered weapons in addition to kill streaks. Getting a care package is the only way to obtain the Grim Reaper and the Death Machine. Also, if you use Hardline Pro with care packages, you have a second shot at getting a better reward if you didn't get a good care package the first time around. But the effects are kind of hit and miss because you could get a worse reward second time around. It's unlocked by default at the start. At 5 we have the Napalm Strike. It's basically an airstrike which leaves behind a column of fire and a massive explosion. It's delivered by an F4E Phantom II and it's unlocked at 2,400 COD points. At number 6 we have the Sentry Gun. Sentry guns are most effective when placed in high places, but they can be temporarily disabled with concussion grenades. It's unlocked at 3,200 COD points. Also at number 6 we have the Mortar Team. Basically allows you to target 3 locations on the map that will be bombarded with mortar strikes. It's also unlocked at 3,200 COD points. At number 7 we have the classic attack helicopter. This basically deploys the classic attack heli just like in the previous Call of Duty games. It will circle around the map and attack enemies for a short period of time. It's unlocked by default. Also at number 7 we have the Valkyrie rockets. They're brought into the map in a care package that you gotta pick up. You get 2 rockets and they're controlled in first person mode and they can be moved in all directions, but they do have limited fuel that's indicated by a green bar. You can boost the rocket to give it extra speed and you can also detonate it whenever you want. They're pretty hard to control, but the rocket has a moderate explosion radius, so you don't need a direct hit to kill an enemy. So it sounds like it's pretty similar to a Predator missile, which you can control pretty much freely. They're unlocked at 4,000 COD points. At number 8 we got the SR-71 Blackbird. This basically monitors a map and you can see both the enemy position and the direction on the radar. The Blackbird doesn't have a refresh rate like the spy plane, so you can see the enemies in real time until the Blackbird leaves the map. The Blackbird can be shot down. It's impossible to get rid of, and players using the Ghost perk won't show up on the radar. It's unlocked at 4,500 COD points. At 8 we have Rolling Thunder. This basically calls in a plane to carpet bomb the selected area. This is pretty much the stealth bomber killstreak from Modern Warfare 2. It's also unlocked at 4,500 COD points. At number 9 we got the Chopper Gunner. This basically allows you to attack enemies with a minigun from the side of the helicopter. It's unlocked at 5,000 COD points. Moving on to the top 2 kill streaks, we have the Dogs. This will basically spawn dogs to hunt enemy players on the map. Dogs can kill you with 1 bite, so they should be killed as quickly as possible. It's unlocked at 6,000 COD points. And finally, the Gunship. The helicopter is fully controllable by the player. You can use both the minigun and the rockets to kill enemies. It's unlocked at 6,000 COD points. And finally, a quick note on prestiges. There isn't hardly any info on prestiges right now. All I do know for sure is that there's going to be 14 different prestiges and the level this time goes up to 50. That's pretty much all the info we have right now. And finally, prestiges and customization and all that sort of stuff. I've actually done a whole breakdown on this in a separate trailer. It's like a 10-minute long video, and I'm not going to include that in this this video because we haven't got much time left. But go watch that. I'll leave a link in the description. It's the customization trailer breakdown. Basically, I got everything that you want to know about, you know, tiles, emblems, all that sort of stuff. So go watch that. So that is pretty much it. That's Black Ops in a nutshell. I think we've gone over pretty much everything. But you know, if I missed something, you know, if you still have a question after all that, feel free to post a comment below, and I'll try and answer it. But I'm sure the some of the people watching will have plenty of answers as well. So you guys can help each other out. You know, if someone doesn't know something, you know, just post a comment. You know, help them out. But that's pretty much it. As always, thanks for watching. You know, if you could like and you know even favorite this video, that would be great. But I'll see you later.
Be sure to follow us on Twitter. There you'll find the latest updates from our premier directors and the Machinima Respawn team.